Okay, come on, Ms. Roosevelt. Already.
Hello, my name is Eleanor Roosevelt. I changed the role of First Lady because I was the first lady in the world to speak up about my opinions and concerns. I helped FDR win the president. I met him on a train. I arrived to the USA on a boat called Beneca. It sunk while I was on the ship, but luckily there was a sailor there who threw me to my dad. After that, I always had a fear of boats and water. FDR on a train.
We apologize for the microphone. It cuts out, so you have to turn it on and off.
Just
off on. It'll stay.
I became a first lady in 1930. In 1933, I died of tuberculosis and anemia. My dad would always take me to orphanages for boys. On holidays he would always help me notice that I have a great life with my family. I was living in a wealthy family. I always used to go through jails and orphanages to tell the FDR about my concerns about the world. I died 1954 of tuberculosis.
All right, let's hear from Ms. Roosevelt. Yes, I already see some questions. What would you like to ask Ms. Roosevelt?
Did you enjoy having a good life?
Did you enjoy that wealthy lifestyle you led?
Yes.
Now, were girls normally educated back then, or is it because you were wealthy that you got a full education?
No, because it was only because I was wealthy. I had a good education.
Yeah, only the privileged got to read and write. You guys you get to come to school every day, no matter what. So it's a good thing things have changed. Yes. Whoa, did you take advantage of your status of wealth and education and help others?
No, that's why my dad kept on taking me to the orphanages.
Oh, see, the parents knew to show them that they should be glad for everything they have. How did you use that in later life? I remember you telling me. How did you make life better for those who were less fortunate?
By walking through jails and orphanages and telling FDR about my concerns.
Yeah, as the First Lady, you have the power to tell your husband, the President, hey, you need to address this. You need to take care of this. These are some bad things going on in society that we can fix. Yes, young lady.
When you're free?
What do you mean?
Were you free?
Oh, were you free? Yes.
Yes, I was free.
Yes.
How did the boat sink?
Oh, is the boat you were on, did it sink?
Yes, the whole boat sunk, but all of the people survived. It sunk because we hit an iceberg.
You were on the Titanic?
Oh no, I forgot how it sunk.
All right, no, but you know what? Sometimes things happen, but that's why they have safety measures in place. Yes. What about your mother? You told us about your father. What about your mother?
Yes, I had a mother, but she would often make fun of me.
Ugh, doesn't sound like a nice mother. Well, I know that she loved you, but yeah, sarcasm is kind of mean. Hopefully she didn't do that. Leah.
Did you ever have a career?
Did you have a career?
Well, yes, but I only had a career because of FDR. I usually just had the career of being a mom.
Yes, and I can draw a parallel to that. Michelle Obama, along with President Obama, she doesn't get paid for that, but that is her career, to be a first lady, to go and greet everyone who comes to her country, to come up with programs, to go to people less fortunate, to go to jails and orphanages and schools and promote education and say, hey, we need to have an education for everyone. We must do this. That is their job, to educate other people, to bring awareness. They don't get paid for it, but it's certainly a career and a very important position to have as the First Lady. You have a lot of power, and you can use your power for good. What's the Spider-Man saying? With power comes great responsibility. How come I know that and none of you know that? With power comes great responsibility, and so is the case of the First Lady. I have time for 2 more questions. Yes, young man. What is Romania? Armenia? Armenia?
Yeah, Armenia.
It's a country, so it's the ancestry. Last question. Well, second to last, because Eduardo had his hand up earlier. Yes, young lady.
Do you have any kids?
Did you have children?
Yes, I had 3, but after I was married, I had 3 more.
All right, that's interesting to me. But 3 and 3, I'll just say you had 6 then. Eduardo, I need you a little bit louder. What were some of your concerns that you brought to your husband, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, that we know as FDR?
That they weren't getting treated as right.
That the prisoners in the jails were being treated poorly and not fed right? What about the orphanages?
They would usually just go out by themselves, and that was a concern to the world too.
Yes, because in orphanages, they don't have parents and they're not as fortunate. So she wanted to go and fight for the people who didn't have all the wealth that she had and all the benefits. Not to mention, she was fortunate to have an education. Not all females did back then. If you were poor and if you were on the farm, you didn't have time to go get an education. They needed you to help bring in all the harvest and stuff and to plant. So your guys are fortunate that we don't put you to work at the age of 4 and 5. You get to come to school, you're fed, you have shelter, you have warmth, you have cooling, you can talk, you can share your ideas, you can read. That would be my dream, to be paid to read. You are the future. With your education, now everyone gets an education. That wasn't the case. Only the rich people got education. So with your education, look how you can change the world. You can make the contributions in whether it's sports or medicine or writing or inventing and science and math, and you can combine them too. So let's give a hand for all our performers and for you, the future of our nation, and for our audience. In my class, stay put, because you have to help me put this room back together. Parents, thanks for coming to see this. They worked